Alright, chat up and running. How's everyone doing today? How's it going, animator? I'm ready for him to dunk V2. Or is it V2 dunking V1, I guess, is the proper order. Skirt, 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 skirt. I actually don't remember the colors now. V1 dunking V2. Okay. I was right the first time. Hello, Solar. How's everyone doing today? We are hydrating. Delicious, thank you. We are hydrating. Thank you. Okay. Nesquik. Okay. Interesting. We are hydrating. Thank you. I got my PS1 to work nice. And apparently it came pre-modded, so it's region free. That's also a score. Belfast. The only thing I can think of. I'm gonna stop the bit, or we're never gonna get anywhere. Thank you. Of course, there's the bassoon and the piano. The Belfast. The only thing I can think of is the city. Forte. Fiddle, tinker. Those both work. Mess and play. I got 10 points left. Huge. Okay, so the bit's actually just over.
What's up, Doc?
Welcome in. 10 points well spent. I have 12.3k soup. How thirsty are you? Not thirsty enough to want to drink 123 times. Ideally. What is Slay the Spire? I've never heard of it, and I want to know if it's fun or a good game, or basically just want to know how it works. Slay the Spire is a roguelike game. It's a card deck builder type game where you just climb up a set of floors, sort of picking between branching paths to either fight enemies or fight stronger enemies or encounter events, things like that, heal up maybe. And you're just trying to build a deck to fight the enemies that you see along the way. I think it's actually like it's a classic. This is the second game that just recently came out a couple months ago, but like Slay the Spire 1 was kind of the beginning of deck builder roguelike hype. It's one of the OGs. Thank you for the hydrate. I reached watch streak, huge. What's your watch streak at, animator? I'm hearing you out. Thank you for the hydrate again. Jesus. Four. Four? Oh, four watch streak. Oh, okay. Allegro. That is a musical term, is it not? Forte is as well. Thank you for 2 more hydrates, 3 more hydrates. 4 more hydrates. Gave you a big one on that one. I don't want to hear anyone saying that I take little AB sips. That was a full mouth of water there. 4. Okay, cool. Allegro and Forte. 1 more for the road. Cool. Why do I have this weird suspicion that Largo has something to do with it? Bassoon, Belfast, Thermostat, and Nesquik. Bassoon, Belfast, soon, stat, fast, and quick, ending in terms for moving quickly. Bro, scroll up. What am I scrolling up to? It's like Balatro Cross. What? Hold on. You said it's like Balatro Cross Final Fantasy battle scenes. What is that actually in reference to? I'm talking to Sully there. Yeah, I got what you said, Jordan. Forte, flute. I mean, flute, piano. We already did bassoon though and such, so probably. Final Fantasy fucking idiot stupid boy. I know what fucking Final Fantasy is. What the fuck were you talking about when you said it was a mix of Final Fantasy and Balatro? Is that what Slay the Spire is? Final Fantasy is the best connection you can make? Uh, okay. A tumbler and a stein. Something you could put a drink in, yeah? Why do I feel like a flute is as well? But I don't actually know that. Allegro, coupe, largo, and forte. I mean, those could just be like fucking French words or something. Like, genuinely. Oh, one away. Okay. When you fight enemies in Final Fantasy, it's turn-based. Yeah, and like half of them. Like an old man. Piano away, Largo in. I've only played the turn-based ones. Word. What is the last one here? Because that's also one away. I don't know anything about drinking, so I'm gonna be real with you. Drinking glasses? Yeah, cup types. Yeah. What's the last one though? It's not Largo. I literally just guessed Largo. I just guessed this like 5 seconds ago. I figured the other four were French words relating to music or some shit. Coupe? There we go. Glassware. Fuck if I know. Music performance directions. Yep. Piano, forte, largo, and allegro. Faster, slower, louder, and softer, I believe. Not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what those are. Shoal. We've got an O out of place. Okay. Weird. We've got an E and an R out of place as well. Okay. Um, I mean, it could be like rover, perhaps. At the very least, this will give me a good idea of what we're looking at. OVER. What are you gonna do? Uh, mover or cover. Honestly, cover I feel like is more likely. Nope, it was mover. Move over. All right, give me global. We got this. It's no longer Iceman, it's now Piss. What? Um, maybe we go with just like the Philippines. I think there's an extra P in there. Yep. The Philippines are 14,000 kilometers away. So we are like as far away from the Philippines as physically possible. Bolivia. Still 6,000 away. Wow, that's actually kind of impressive. Can't be Canada. I don't think Canada gets 13,000 away even this way. Maybe I'm mistaken about that, but let me see what Canada gives me. Okay, that's kind of what I figured. Still 5,000 away in Canada as well. Are we just in Africa somewhere, like over here? Kind of like on the Senegal area? Yep, okay. Okay. So we're not touching Senegal, but we're rather close. Unfortunately, as we've discussed in the past, I don't know a lot of African countries in like by their location. Guinea. Guinea borders. Guinea borders. So we're looking down here, most likely. It's either gonna be this one here or it's gonna be like this one up here. Uganda or Mali? But which? I'm gonna go with Mali, just for the fuck of it. No, Mali's touching. Mali's touching. Uganda. Isn't Timbuktu a fucking city? Also, yeah, what is this shit? Sierra Leone. Roblox servers are gonna be slimed when TSB update comes out. TSB? It is Sierra Leone. It is right where we expected it to be. That's our 100th win. Very nice. Sierra Leone. How y'all doing, by the way, Joking and Ken? How y'all doing today? Oh, Spottle first. Dave. Okay, we're actually in the UK for once. That might not be a good thing. Yeah, yeah, you like that artist, Solar? It sounds like you would, huh? Done with drinking, by the way. Done with drinking. Were you a recovering alcoholic? You doing good? That's good. Which 30 minutes missions mech is more femboy shaped, Alto or Spinadio? What the fuck are you guys talking about? The Beatles? Are the Beatles bottom 500? No fucking shot. Okay. Sexiest number 1 to 9? That's a good question, actually. I feel like 8 is too much. I think I'm more of a 3 person. You've lost me, Joking. Ken and Joking have somehow managed to lose me on the subject immediately. I have no fucking clue what we're discussing. Okay, so this is UK rock. Are the Killers? Um, no, the Killers are American, aren't they? And we're not. Killers are like top 100. They might be top 200. I don't know if they're top 100. Pretty sure Friends. No, no, wrong country. The Killers are from Vegas. Interesting. How does it feel to lose your cool trans invisibility powers every March 31st? This is something I'm not terminally online enough to know what we're talking about. This sounds like it could be anything from Invincible to The Boys to this to Ken genuinely just having a mental episode, and I would have no idea which it is. Tears for Fears? What in the God's green fuck is that? Hell yeah. Everybody wants to rule the world. I see, so they had one good hit. Fresh. Nope. Fresh. There we go. Solar, do you want me to just like end the stream? Don't talk, DJ. They have another song called Mad World. Oh, I've only ever heard the cover of Mad World. Okay. Just kidding, of course. Fuck Solar. In fact, I will never do anything you ask anymore, Solar. Send help, please, because you're in a Family Guy episode? It does kind of sound like it. Damn, there's that many words in there? Okay. Snipe. That's actually decently in the middle. It's kind of where we're looking for. Snipe is pretty close. I don't know if it's gonna be an SN word at that point. Sound, perhaps. It's pretty close. Mods castrate Solar. Really? You're gonna tell me there's 100 words between SN and SO? Okay, if you say so. Sober? Boom. Sniped it. Sniped it. Turtle with the one space bar away. How's it going, by the way, Turtle?
Curly toes. I'm your curly toes in pink ribbons and bows that glitters and glows.
It is scaling uncommon. $6. $6 scaling. Constellation. Constellation. It is not mult scaling. Castle then? It is not. Well, it actually that's exactly what we're on. Not for some reason Sixth Sense came to mind, which makes no fucking sense. I guess no, it's not Steel's, not Scary Face. Let's see if I can think of this without. It's not Blue Joker. I don't want to scroll for it. It starts with an S. Scaling chips. It's not ice cream. Scaling uncommon chips. $6. Not runner. These are like my usual go-to chip scalers. Did anyone like the 3 Drake albums that dropped? Did Drake drop 3 albums recently? A friend has started a coding challenge to help people get some stuff on their portfolio and made a warm up for over the weekend, and it unironically gave me an idea for a tool that I'm now making. Oh, that's neat. Look at that. Bro doesn't know? Isn't that for the best? Why the fuck are we listening to Drake in the year of our Lord 2026? Didn't that man get publicly humiliated a few years back? Like, Iceman. What the fuck? Okay. I've lost where I was at entirely, so I'm just gonna scroll. Stone Joker. Oh yeah, it's Stone Joker for sure. Drake dropped. Oh, they were last night. Oh well, fuck. I don't even give a shit then. Nobody else has posted their opinion online. How can I know how I'm supposed to feel? The blank of a blank of blank is the blank blank, the blank blank from the blank blank of a blank blank, a blank or a blank blank. Blank, blank blank of blank. Huh? So this is mathematical, clearly. DJ, you are behind. Oh shit. Sorry, I'm not on Twitter, so I don't get the immediate gut reaction takes. Matrix? Matrix of a set of numbers? I haven't actually seen a matrix yet anywhere. I haven't actually seen a single instance of a matrix in this. You know what? I'm gonna guess Matrix. It feels like it'd be weird for them to not show a Matrix at any point during this entire thing if it's Matrix. That would be impressive. Median. I actually think that's the answer. I think that's the answer. Median. The middle of a set of numbers. Six-letter math words. Okay, let's go with a base. Feels like a base angle. Two cost. Not an attack, though. Two cost skill. Two cost power. Two cost skill. Protect, perhaps. Okay, it's not a common skill for the Watcher. Glacier, not a skill anymore, so not that anymore. We're looking at a two-cost power for one of silent or defect. Two-cost power for silent or defect. Two-cost power. Envenom upgrades down to 1 in the first game, so it's not Envenom. All of the various forms are 3, so it's not to do with that. Establishment is 1, I'm pretty sure. Two cost power, eh? Electrolysis? Electrodynamics, perhaps, is what we're looking for. Does electrodynamics... Yeah, it stays 2 cost. It could be electrodynamics. Yeah. Nice. Alright, we're gonna crush it today. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my bones. We're gonna destroy this Slay the Spire 2. We got our asses kicked last time, but not this time. No, no, no. I forgot the name because it's not in 2. That's probably for the best, honestly. They added glass. Oh, wow. That just worked? That doesn't feel right. Okay, there it goes. Change the game audio over. There we go. All right. Well, we're still working through the difficulty 6s, so let's get some defect in here. Feeling defecty. I'm feeling defective. Hit my max HP, what do I care? Capacitor Ball Lightning. Well, looks like it's an orb build, eh? I see the late-ish shop there. Going up that way. We can hit something like this. 4 enemies, 2 elites, 3 elites, plenty of campfires along the way, and a shop. Feels like a pretty solid opener. Hello, sir. Block, block, punch. Block, zap, punch. Punch. Zap. Whenever you play a power channel of lightning, so I could go for a really heavy channel build. Now, my issue with Storm is that you have to draw it early, or else it's not good, or otherwise have a creative AI, which is not, like, great. I'm much more of a fusion kind of person here, I think. Opening for 14 and I didn't bring any of my defense. Very cool. I love taking 14 unblockable damage. Alright, and this turn I draw defend, 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 defend. Gotta go make food, BRB. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, you get out of my face. Get out of my face. Fairy in a bottle. We'll definitely take that. Compile driver. I kind of like a compile driver here. Also, I would like to say that is another question mark that was just an enemy. Yeah, get out of here. Defend, strike, capacitor. I don't really need the capacitor yet. I'm just kind of playing it. You know what? We can play it slow against this guy. They don't really scale. Right? A rainbow! Or we could double our energy and give it to the next guy. Loop is also honestly worth taking. I don't know how good rainbow actually is. TBH. One of each is cool. I don't know if it's, like, good. I guess it's good with compile driver. We'll take a rainbow. It's just fun to have. I love having 4 energy instead of 3. It allows me to do stupid shit like play my rainbows. I'll take half block. You compiled, idiot. He's weakened me. Fusion, dual cast. Compiling my driver. Balling my lightning. Subroutine. Subroutine's a very dangerous one to take. It's not that good on its own. I think I'm more of a focused strike person here. Alright, that's another enemy down. Okay. Let's go... Capacitor Rainbow, I guess, since I'm taking a bunch of damage regardless of what I do, and I have no way around it unless I dual cast. And it happened to have hit, like, exactly the people I needed it to, then I could have struck them to death. There we go. There we go. I'm frail. Colorless over Dex? Sure. Turbo for sure, right? Yeah, it's a turbo angle. Tis a turbo angle. Capacitor first turn against this guy is probably worth having. I do like an automation, but I do also like a free rolling boulder. That'll just add up against him, and now I feel pretty content just double blocking every turn. On turns that I'm allowed to, of course. Rainbow. This is one block, basically, by playing it. So, no thank you. Turbo. Drew way too many fucking zappy zap cards. This is what the Fairy in a Bottle's for, by the way. He doesn't kill on the first strike, so he pops it on the second. Rock. And he's dead. Rock. Just a matter of time. I do not have enough block cards in that I don't have any block cards at all, really. Like, I have 3 in my whole deck, and I haven't really been offered any more besides that one power through as my first card reward. Remove a strike. The less cards I have, the more likely I am to draw my block. Vajra, cool. Not relevant, but cool. Hello, guys who are definitely going to destroy my ass. It is imperative that I play 3 skills on any turns that I can. Unfortunately, this is not one such turn. Dual casting here seems like an okay play. And once again, I cannot play 3 skills. They're dealing 19. I'm almost gonna die. I'm gonna punch front and loop, and we're just gonna hope for the best. Which isn't really much, because Ascender's Bane and Void are on the top too. GG. Kinda hard to do when you gotta fight 7 things at the start of every fucking battle, or at the start of every fucking run, because every question mark is also an enemy. Sure, don't care. I do like that. Like that. I don't really want to hit 2 fucking shops, though, so I guess I'll skip the second one, go that way. Unless I get a buttload of money for no reason. An old coin from the first elite or some shit. Cool. Amazing first turn, exactly the opposite of what you want. Remove yourself from my presence, hologram. Guess I'll put block on a hologram. Once I upgrade it, it will not be exhaust anymore, so you'll get the, like, actual value out of it. Punch him. Some more lightning damage. And lethal. Cool. Glacier, eh? Don't mind a glacier. Glacier is pretty good. Uh, chill's kind of like, it's fine. I think I'm more of just a removal kind of person here. I could also consider the fruit juice plus chill. We don't have any potions, which is always going to be a concern. So I could always take the fruit juice plus the chill and just call that good enough. Resting gets me more than my max HP, so we'll let that ride. Glacier giving 3 extra block, but hologram though. Let me go ahead and drink, and let me remove a strike. Now we're like super defensive instead. Go ahead and smith up the zap to a 0 cost. Art of War can actually be useful if you're on somewhat more of a defensive deck. Like, I could Art of War next turn. I'm not going to. I'm gonna play the fucking Glacier plus the chill. Just have the 6 block a turn. Hologram back the strike. And then double strike, and we're blocking most of it. Which I'm okay with. Okay. Strike. And then I guess double defend. Strike. Hologram. The lightning. Block again. Way too much block. I got 9 fucking infections in my deck. There we go. How's it going, Miwa? I'm doing alright, I'm doing alright. I don't know how good we're doing in-game, but... me, myself, is doing good. How are you? Oh, hell yeah. Shredded barbecue chicken sounds amazing right about now. How about you, Miwa? How you doing? How was the rest of League after I left? Yeah, give me a zap here. I am full blocking. I suppose that's fair. Fuck it, dual cast me so that I don't take any damage. I've been going through VODs and pulling them apart. I'm really bad about, like, doing clips. It sucks. Also, I'm getting destroyed by this fight because of how many infections there are. Well, I get to live. It's just too slow. I got the one fight that's probably the worst for me. That being said, we do live. Cure All is cool. Bag of Prep is nice. Do I take another fucking Glacier? I don't need another Glacier. It's going to make it too slow. Helix Drill isn't exactly that good, but it could be good later. I'm trying to make content, but I suck at it. Yeah, but you're doing fine regardless. Let me hologram back the zap. We'll punch back. Cool. Alright, I'm ready to not draw any block and die. Alright. And you can catch one of those, and then you can catch one of those. Uproar. It's like a fine enough one. How's it going, Rice Ball? You seem to be growing at a very fast rate, whether you make content or not, Miwa. Strike so I don't take damage. Strike the back so I don't have to use any of my defense. I mean, I'm gonna chill so that I get the block. So I'm gonna be blocking for 9, he's hitting for 10, that's fine. You will do 9 damage, so I uproar here. I defend, and then I Helix Drill the front. That removes 3 of the damage. I'll take 1. Can't really hologram anything back this turn. Does this trigger before or after? I don't actually know. Okay, after. Cool, cool, cool. Did you complete Slay the Spire? Complete in what way? If you mean have I successfully climbed the tower, yes, I'm on Ascension 6, which means I've beaten the game 6 times as defect, or 6 ever-increasing difficulty times. Barrage? Barrage is probably fine. I usually have 3 orbs up. In Slay the Spire 1, yes. I definitely beat it. Oh, great. More strikes. Thanks. That's what I wanted. Fuck it. We're just gonna beat the shit out of this guy. If he's gonna hit me for 1 billion anyways. Do I even have... I don't even have an attack in my draw pile. That's not exactly... It's can't like Candy Crush. Got him. Happy Flower. Nice. Echo form. Easiest choice of my life. Rest, so that I don't perish in 2 turns when I fight this guy. Oh, hey, look! Turn 1 Echo form. I even get to zap and chill as well. So there is no final level? I mean, it's got 3 acts. It's a roguelike, right? So, after you've beaten 3 acts, the game sort of ends for that particular run. So I will... When I play Uproar, it will play Strike and Helix Drill. Those are the 2 it will play. And... yeah, Glacier May. I think this is a pretty good time to have the guaranteed block every turn. Because this guy just gets stronger and stronger until you stun him. Okay, I will definitely Barrage twice. And then, honestly, I'll Barrage again. Block for all but 2. We put him in a really good spot to stun him this turn. So this turn, I just beat the shit out of him. And then I will double Uproar? No, because Defend will pop up. I think it's double Zap? Maybe it is still double Uproar. It won't play anything, but that's, I mean, still 20 damage instead of the little tiddlywinks that Zap will do. And I kind of want to have my block up for next turn because he's going to do the ringing. Okay, now we... well, I wish Uproar were... So it's going to play a Strike and a Helix. I kind of prefer the Barrage here. How does the final boss do less damage than the bird? The bird has less than 1/3 of the HP. That's... that's why. Eee. How's it going, Jaeger? Cool. Moderator level 200. That's how Mafia works. Oh, that's curious. So it will play the card in extra time, but it won't play the card that it draws because you're ringing. But it will still allow you to play the card twice. Curious. Anyways, get guilty out of my deck. Meteor Strike. It's a little bold considering I have no way to actually play it at the moment. As much as I like Meteor Strike, I don't think this is the Meteor Strike angle. At the end of your turn, evoke your leftmost orb. I do like Consuming Shadow a little bit. I wanted to do 101 puns yesterday, but I was tired. That's a lot of puns. I think even if you weren't tired, I think you would find that 100 is a lot bigger than you think it is. Quickly. What's up, weird eyeball thing? Ooh, prismatic. Ooh, infused core. Okay, so they actually buffed this on the beta as well. I believe it made it so that lightning does more damage as well. Have you not seen Jokes 101? No. I'm gonna take the prismatic. I've decided I don't want to play Defect anymore. I want to play Ironclad. There's not a lot of options that'll get me a lot of campfires, but this is one of them. It does forsake any shops this act, though. This one's slightly more dangerous, has only one campfire, but... Hello. Oh, we got a free sweeping beam from the Hexing Puzzle Box. I do like that. Let me do that. Do one of these. A barrage. The enemy is countered by me hitting them 1,000,000 times. Bop, bop, bop. I'll fucking do it again. Bop, bop, bop. And, one of these for you, and one of these for you. And then you can have that. Strike Dummy making my strikes a little better is always nice, too. I don't discard much, so there's not a ton of point in taking an untouchable. Conqueror seems really silly. Shrug It Off seems like just, like, a nice card, I guess? It's just, like, a nice card, but it's also not one I really need. I feel like I'm rather defensive right now. Between Chill Glacier and Hologram. Shruggies is fine. It's not necessary, though. I'm gonna take a little riskier of a path. We got a Glacier. We got a Consuming Shadow as well. Of course, there's also this Feral. 100% gonna play the Glacier. Consuming Shadow wouldn't even be bad. It would trigger the Frost. I could actually trigger both of my Frosts if I play the Zap as well. The question is, do I want to trigger the Zap or do I want to trigger the Shadow? I think I want to trigger the Shadow. Right, I want to eat this. Take 2, that's fine. We got the stun off, that's all that matters. Play the Chill, Hologram back the... Probably the Barrage. Actually, dual cast me. And then we Uproar. Just blast him. Echo Form, Helix Drill. Cool. Okay. Blood Wall is nice. Dodge and Roll is nice. Yeah, maybe a little bit of dodge and roll value. It's already upgraded. I think that's pretty okay to take then. A Decay. Whenever you play a power, deal 8 damage to all enemies. Now, if I could get together, like, some sort of creative AI build, that goes nasty. Otherwise, just some money is fine. Right? Like, Decay, this, I think this is better in single player. 8 damage to all enemies every time you play a power? Hell yeah. It really helps with some of the floor fights. Pocket Watch. Not super common now that I have 4 energy a turn. Blasphemy. Red Mask. I actually really like that. My setup turn's probably my weakest turn, so... Cool-headed. And, Consuming Shadow. Into a Zap. And then I'll dodge and roll, strike, and daka 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 daka. Maybe could have been a good time for a flex potion, but eh. Okay, so if I chill right now, I will get a billion block and trigger both darks, which will kill one of them. Or I could Glacier to trigger one dark. And then... I mean, I guess the other one's still going to trigger at the end regardless, unless I just don't play chill. I suppose I don't have to. Right? No reason that I need to do that. Definitely an Echo Form kind of turn. And then I think if I dual cast the Dark to kill 2 of them, and then hologram back any 0 cost, perhaps the Helix Drill? Helix Drill could kill the last bug. Easy win. I'm vulnerable, but I also don't really care. Yeah, felt pretty good. Could have done an extra little bit of damage there if I had played it a little differently, but it doesn't matter anyways. A Gunky. Definitely neither of these. These have synergies with shit that I don't own. Gunk is not it. It's not it. That's not the synergy I'm looking for. Hello. Upgrade starting hand for an elite? Maybe. I do have Bag of Pee. Want to move your cam overlay to that the topper corner? That's an interesting way to ask, but sure. I do need to move it a little bit since my chat's in the way. Yeah, I think I'll upgrade my starting hand. Probably for the best. Oh, hey, that's 2 Echo Forms. Okay, this fight's gonna be pretty easy, I think. You're good. Might actually use the energy pot here. I will take the Uproar upgraded, dodge and roll, defend, and throw a strike in there. Echo Form or double it for the next... I would have to wait for my deck to go all the way around before I can double it, right? It's just probably not worth it. Okay, we'll double Consuming Shadow. Now I'm going to consume 2 per turn, which may be too many, but... Okay. I think I'm probably going to want to consume double Frost, so we'll save the Frosts for the end. Maybe we go... Zap, zap. And then... double dual cast. And then we Glacier. And we chill. We strike. And we block almost all of it. Okay. I can't dual cast the hologram, not a whole lot of point. Dual cast those two. Pull you. Pull you for lethal. Cool. Synthesis! The next power you play costs 0. I actually do kind of like this a little bit. It's not, like, insane or anything, but the fact that it's not this turn is what makes this kind of okay. I do have a couple of rather expensive powers. That being said, energy is not exactly, like, my biggest issue. Are you winning, son? I'd say so. I feel like we're doing alright for ourselves. I'm kind of on this backflip angle. Synthesis is kind of insane. Yeah. Like, I want it, but I'm also not, like, necessarily on powers yet. Eternal Feather's nasty. I love Eternal Feather. I don't want to, like, you know, play it before I actually have it. Chill upgraded ain't too bad. Neither is Helix Drill. It's a pretty solid damage upgrade. I think I'm kind of on the chill angle. Ah, hello, asshole. What you got for me? Beat down. Play 3 random attacks from your discard? Nah. I'm kind of feeling a Seeker Strike, maybe? Yeah, give me the dodge and roll for next turn, and then I won't feel like I need to block next turn. Horse and cart situation? Yeah, exactly. How you doing, by the way? Block. Double block. Notably, that only counted as playing one card. I don't know if you saw that. Well, I'm playing my whole fucking hand. It's just a matter of the order. Double play Consuming Shadow. That's probably just lethal. Yeah, super lethal. Went outside, outside bad. Me no like outside. Friendship, eh? I'm not a fan of losing strength. I'm a big fan of extra energy. I suppose upgraded, it's only 1 strength. I could probably live. I do have Vajra. 60 out of 80? Yeah, give it to me. Go for the eyes is my extra, eh? Okay, so we go for the eyes on the middle guy, because I think that's who double attacks second turn. Glacier, Zap, Strike, Defend. Should be more or less full block. Maybe a couple gets through and I can live. Okay, Helix Drill is probably getting used. I don't mind a little bit of Barrage, Hologram, Barrage, but it's only 12. Since I was demanding in a jerk in chat, I must take my leave and... Jesus Christ, please stop with that sort of talk, Jordan. But, I know you're joking, but, like, you know, sometimes you gotta wonder. The chicken sounds good, though. Consuming Shadow... Trying to figure out the best play. I think it's probably hologramming a 0 cost, maybe a zap. Hologram a zap back. A little bit of that. Yeah. Okay, so we barrage. Let's barrage back. We Consuming Shadow now? Yes. And then we hologram back the zap. So I can go lethal on someone here. I think that's probably worth it. Okay. Thinking of doing night streams daily. Any thoughts? So it's literally it's a matter of how much like you want to put into it. You know what I mean? Like for me, I do best if I just have a consistent schedule, so I just do a little bit every day. Like if you intend to stream like big time, full time kind of shit, then like I suppose it's fine. I personally wouldn't put all my eggs in that basket right away. Honestly, what I might do, like this is what honestly I need to be doing more, is spend a little bit of time just putting yourself out there on other like in other ways, because Twitch isn't very good with discovery of new channels, so like posting clips and stuff on YouTube might be like a better use of the time. It really depends on your. I'm not saying that it is a better use of your time, I'm just saying that like it may be. Mm-mm-mm. I'm gonna echo form. I'm going to chill, although I probably should have chilled it first, eh? Actually, lethal. What am I doing? Get out of here. Meal ticket. Royalties. Free money. Ooh, boy. I like money. Okay, okay. There's some options here. I don't dislike something like a nostalgia. Nostalgia's an interesting one because with Echo Form, you have the option of playing the same card every turn twice. Like, if you've got a really good one you like to play. I could play Dodge and Roll for 1 cost every single turn and just get 24 block a turn, right? For free, always. Um, it's not a bad choice. Not a bad choice. Or I could just not do that and pick up like a potion belt, which might actually be better suited. I'm gonna remove. Decay's not doing good. How's it going, Rex? I did slack on YouTube content this week, to be honest, but I didn't get any good clippable moments on stream. Yeah, that is something. I hold myself to a very high standard when it comes to clips, so I actually often find myself just throwing out whole streams. If you use OBS, there is a way to sort of streamline the process that I would suggest. There is, if you go to your settings and go to hotkeys, I forget what the name of the hotkey is. Add chapter marker. There's a hotkey you can set for that, and if you put it into editing software, depending on what software you use, it might automatically put little markers when you press that hotkey, so you can like quickly get back to moments that you found clippable at the time. I find myself in a very Chinese part of my life. Would you care to elaborate or nah? Sick though. I love that for you. Double energy is like fine. It's good. I'll take a double energy. We'll take a power potion as well. We're poor. Hello, B-Man. I like playing royalties. Random orb. Go ahead and give me my... well, you know what? No, I'll save my power for the last guy. I think that's probably a better use of it. Chaos. Plasma, not bad. Take the glacier angle here. And then I think I block. Now the question is, do I flex potion the helix drill? Yes, it'll add 4 bullshits to my hand, but that might be okay. If you're not recording while streaming, that won't work. So if you do, you can use /marker in Twitch chat to do the same with the VOD, though. I feel like you should record while you're streaming, though. I feel like you're just making more work for yourself if you just stream and then like go download the VOD afterwards. I randomly found a Confucius book in a used bookstore. It was like $2, so I bought it. Was it good? I'm not gonna find a better use of that strength potion. Flex potion, whatever. Friendship consuming shadow? Yeah, sure. I also have a hologram here that I can use on... Well, that's actually a good question. Maybe a backflip? Backflip. Excellent. That's actually, you know, in my head I was like, that would be the perfect thing to draw right now. Now this is not the perfect thing to draw. This is in fact the worst thing to draw. I don't even know if it's worth punching this guy. Yeah, I'll punch him. Fuck you. I'm not gonna hit him this turn. That would be a mistake. This reshuffles my deck. Now I don't have to worry about putting too much more crap in it. It's not lethal, but yeah, no, actually, you can hold that. My storage is limited at the moment. I have an extra 1 terabyte M2 that I will be adding later on, then maybe and download my stream in like 2 minutes without worrying about disk space. Well, I guess you're still worrying about disk space. I guess if you just delete it right afterwards, but at that point, couldn't you just delete them daily after you record it? If you're already gonna... ads. It do be like that. I'll see if I can remember what we were doing. Got him. Strangle. I think Strangle's really what I'm doing here. It's a nice card. I don't think it's what I'm doing here, though. The other two use stars, so... Did I miss anything? Or are you done with ads? So I was gonna say, if you already just download them daily from the VODs, and then delete them afterwards, can you just do that, but recording? And I find Confucius interesting because it is different than the Western philosophers I'm used to. That's definitely true. Eastern philosophers have some interesting takes. Pretty sure I'm just smithing the friendship. Okay. We saved our power for this. Go ahead and make use of it. Spinner for sure. Get the important stuff out of here now. Might as well dual cast while I've got this here. And yeah, sure. It'll offset the friendship. It's time for some frantic escapes. But probably not this turn, because I've got too much important stuff to play. Unless I'm okay with not taking Consuming Shadow and I can do things that way, it might be okay. Oof, ouch. I'm not really sure the point of doubling my energy, but I guess I'll do it. I wish Helix Drill worked on how much energy I had and not how much I just created for myself. Yeah, I kind of have a feel when something I want to clip, but it was just an A10 grind, so no shorts nor long form content, I feel. So I sometimes, the shorts that get me the most views usually are the ones where I kind of tell a little bit of a story throughout, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of just clip the very important moments in the middle for a short. Like, if it was a super clean A10 run that finished with a really, like, satisfying combo, you could just clip the little bits that make that combo interesting, and that's like, the short. Hologram. I can hologram 2 cards. I could hologram 2 Frantic Escapes in. That might be good. I could hologram back the Consuming Shadow. That's definitely coming back. And I'll hologram a Consuming... Yeah, Frantic Escape and Consuming Shadow seems like a good pairing. And then I chill, maybe? No, I don't need to chill. Chill isn't this turn. I would just consume the ice that I make. It's not a good idea. Just beat the shit out of that guy. Okay. Frantic Escape. I'll chill, even though it's really unnecessary. Okay, we zap. We glass work. We frantically escape some more. Bro's got nothing on us. Die. My best short is complaining about Bing Bong. This song is better than it has any right to be. Yeah, there's barely any lyrics to this song, but it's a really good song. Like, there's really not a whole lot going on. I could always pivot to a status build. So, genuinely, am I skipping? I don't have any star generation, so Neutron Aegis is never useful. I don't apply any poison, so I don't think Accelerant's useful. I don't really apply any statuses, nor do any of the final bosses besides the test subject. Like, there's not a whole lot of reason to take Flak Cannon as a counter to any particular fight. Tanky. Flak for Aeon? We're not playing on beta. I play on live. My best short is one of me at 1 or 2 a.m. writing the line of code if 1 equals 1. If 1 equals 1. Yeah, I don't think any of these are takes. No, you can't play my turn, Vaku. How did I know he was going to offer me that? I don't mind a choices paradox. I'm kind of a little more partial to apparition, but I feel like we're very block heavy and apparition just isn't that necessary. We also have a lot of healing. Like, I feel like we're healthy. You know what I mean? I don't think I need a distinguished cape. I also already have an extra energy per turn from Prismatic. I don't think 5 or 6 is necessary. We'll just go choices paradox here. Nice and safe one. We got a late shop in here. No. Latest shop's right there, and I have to dodge every elite in the act to get there. I think we go right up the middle, yeah? Just a little... Completely fucked the last round I saw him. Yep, I don't take it. It's a bait. It's all fun and games until he fucks you. Right? I guess I could still take 2 elites going this way, but then I might hit an extra shop, which seems stinky. I could hit just the early shop, take those 2. A couple more question marks. Do something like this. Just play a fairly safe act. I feel like our deck is pretty fine as is. Yeah, it's pretty easy machine learning angle, I feel. Hologram back the chill for another one. No. Just punch him. Coco. Yeah, dodge and roll. Prepare yourself. I think I'm double playing Glacier. That doesn't count as spending energy twice, which makes sense because I didn't. Apparently, I have no more attacks. Silly me. That, and then I think I'm blocking plenty. I don't think I'm gonna use the dual cast. Where's a barricade when you need one? Zap. Consuming shadow. Bop bop bop. Ba-da bop. Right hand? No, Asti. Compile driver. Compile driver's fine. I like a little bit of card draw. We haven't seen a skim yet. That too. That could work as well. Yeah, give me the clumsy. Marbles. Right, what do I care about more? Channeling a dark? Subroutine, which might be a little more viable now. We do have a couple more powers. Or just removing that clumsy. I think I'm just doing these two. I don't think a dark at the start of combat when I channel as much as I do is gonna, like, it might tick up once or twice before it's gone. One of these two. Splash, I already get card rewards from other characters. I guess it is free. Like, this is just gambling the card, right? Like, it is a fun one. That's not wrong. I don't know if I like it enough to take it over subroutine and a removal. Because it could also just be dog water cards, right? I think I'm killing this clumsy. There was an argument that I kill a strike instead, just because clumsy is ethereal. I'm not hitting another shop, so I think I'm just taking the uncommon. There's always the chance that, like, the very next question mark's a shop, but whatever. Ooh, remove exhaust from something. I mean, I could remove it from double energy. It's upgraded 3 energy for free that can be hollowed. Upgraded 3 energy for free that can be hologrammed. Are you talking about the subroutine or the splash? Double is, yeah, double's the only one I can do, but there's, I mean, I can just take the one that doesn't add a decay to my deck, right? Whenever I exhaust a card, deal a damage. The splash? Well, the splash gives you just a free card, right? Like, it's just random cards, though. Like, they could easily all be 0 cost or 1 cost. This is a Guitar Hero 2 song? Yeah, it's a good Guitar Hero 2 song, though. Yeah, I'll take this. Double energy me. Vulnerable and weak. This is not free what I get, so I'll take the Helix Drill. Ooh, Feral. I could double play Helix Drill now. Ooh la la, that's actually quite nice. There's definitely lethal to be had here when that hits for, what, 6 times 4? Oh yeah. No shot do I not kill both. Be gone. We're not getting jumped in a back alley today, Seeking Edge. Juggling? Juggling, if I can find a feral, is kind of really good. Well, now I'm only going to request Guitar Hero songs. I look forward to it. Through Fire and Flames is great. Thoughts on Black Jacket? Black Jacket? Is this like a D's Nuts joke I haven't figured out yet? Popper? Ooh. New game just released. Let me look it up. Is this must be a blackjack roguelike deck builder, right? That's like, it's gotta be, right? Roguelike deck builder, some fucking first tag. Play blackjack to save your soul. Maybe it's good. It seems like it's got decently positive reviews. Maybe it's a balance issue thing that have it at less than... It's only at 90%. So it's like, it's good, clearly. But I'm interested in what those 10% are. The metal. New Wave tried to destroy the metal. They failed. Alright, we're gonna take the elite before the campfire. 50% more damage, lose 2 HP. Could I make the Helix Drill 50% more damage? That could be good. Or I could just transform a strike. Feels like probably the better move. 50% more damage is cool and all, but it could be machine learning, right? So, I think I made the right call there. This is a 3-cost Ice Lance. What do I have in my hand down here? I do have my Helix Drill in my opener. I could take it Ice Lance. Let me go ahead and free Lightning Rod. And it's probably just Friendship, yeah? Friendship. Ice Lance the middle guy. We zap. And then we go Daka 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 Daka. We take a peewee bit of damage. Yeah, but still, but want to do variety with other stuff. Not sure what though. Yeah, you could choose to stay in the same ballpark, or you could just go completely different. For the most part, I play like strategy and puzzle type games, but every now and then you see me play an Ultra Kill, right? Let me go juggling, backflip, block, strike, block. Well, that's full block at that point, so just let him go. Your upgrades are no more. Your mother will be no more after I'm done with her. Compile driver could get me 2. Yeah, let me take a compile driver. Hit you for one of these. Hit him with one of those to kill. And hit him with one of those because I'm a greedy little shit, even though I'm not even going to get to use that money. DJ plays one game that I will never get, but I still come around for a bit when he plays it. You talking about Uma Musume? I am forced to variety, for I am cursed with ADHD. Genuinely fuck those guys up with powers. Ooh, got the double energy for free. We're going to a rest site where I have Eternal Feather, so we're taking the duplicator there. Balls of Lightning? Nah. Kenshi is interesting. Kenshi is one of those games that I feel like I would... I get it, but I don't get it. You know what I mean? When we were kids, it was still ADD, by the way, Jordan. Like ADD and ADHD were considered 2 different things still when we were kids. That makes it innate. I don't know if I want it innate. I want Helix Drill to do more damage. There was only ADD. I see. They hadn't yet added the extra letters. Okay. Flak Cannon does actually have its use against this guy. Hold on. Lightning Rod me, Consuming Shadow me for sure. I'll take an... No, I will take this, I will take this. And I will take the little bit of damage to subroutine now. Oh, forgot to play my Helix Drill. Forehead. Echo form 1,000,000% of the time. And... I mean, doesn't really matter the order I do these things in. I guess I'll double my energy now. Strike, strike. I'm consuming my shadow here. And there's no reason to chill then. Okay, friendship. Burn my burns for a bunch of damage. And Barage. Cool. Oh, he's angry. Here it comes. So I could hologram back 2 cards. Probably Helix Drill and a draw card, like Compile Driver. Helix Drill and Backflip, that could work. Backflip and Helix Drill. We backflip. Machine Learning, Juggling, Zap, Chill, Defend, Defend, Daka 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 Daka. Still blocked for all but one. Killing in the name of. I feel like you would like it, but the beaver game you play with it's the beaver game you play, but not as nice. Alright, I'll take 24 energy. You know, normal stuff. Oh, you fool! You've activated my trap card. Negative pulse, I could add some doom at the end for no particular reason. Ooh la la. I was just thinking about how you could get Prismatic on a Silent Shiv build and get Envenom plus a Sleight of Flesh for a cool 13 damage every time you play a Shiv. Oh, hey. Extra fight, because why not? Give me that Sunder. And then I'll play Juggling. And my second attack of choice will be Compile Driver. And then we Sunder, and we juggle the Sunder to Sunder again. We Echo Form. And then we kill him with the Helix Drill. Turn 1 kill, go next. Burst! Well, I'll take that. Some cards' crossovers are broken, for sure, for sure, for sure. Make it 2. Signal boost, eh? You have my attention. Iteration's not gonna do a whole lot, but it does deal damage to him, so I guess why not, right? I'm scared of accidentally drawing my Echo Form right now, so I'm not gonna draw cards if I can help it. Now, I will go ahead and play this. The next power you play is play mid-dish. Well, no, I'm gonna save that for the turn that I actually draw my Echo Form. We're not full blocking, then this is a fine turn for this. You need white noise with burst? Simply Gamba. Okay. Signal boost. Duplicate the echo form. Cool. And juggling, because why not? And then Helix this schmuck. Nice. Help, help! I am hers. Hologram, but it won't do— Oh, you know what? Because it's playing it an extra time, and I saw that it worked with ringing, it should work with bound as well, right? This should allow me to play hologram twice. Yes. Full block. 2 free Echo Form or AI out of that will make your week. Okay, we got a burst. A double burst into a double glacier feels like too much, honestly. That feels like a lot. Alright, well, we're gonna double play Uproar. No, because we won't even draw any cards from that. Like, I'm just gonna double play Consuming Shadow, I guess. And then we'll Uproar for 3 damage. And then we'll Glacier. And I block for a Trillion on a turn where nobody's attacking me. That money grab, it's to get it out of the deck. It's to get it out of the deck. Genuinely. So we double play Chill here for sure. And then we double play Uproar. Huh. Wait, how did I end up with 2 extras? That's not how juggling works. Hold on. Oh, I did double play juggling, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. So I can play, like, all of my attacks every turn by just continually playing Uproar? Yeah, I echoed the juggling. Alright, well, we're clearly gonna double energy. And we're clearly gonna double the hologram to get all of our card draw. Not that we actually have any card draw to deal with. What's going on over here? Okay, nothing of value. And then I think I'm just, like, super duper ultra playing, like, the most expensive cards I can get so that I can Helix Drill. Feels like the correct play. Have I already swung once? I forget if I swung once this turn. I don't think I did. No, I don't believe I have. Daka 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 daka. Daka 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 daka. I guess I could have done that first. Daka 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 daka. 2 damage! DK can be positive on Ironclad with Rapture or Inferno rare on Curses. Yeah, like, yeah, for sure. Okay, I would like to double play the Glacier so that I get my orbs back. Yeah, Uproar should be fine to play. Yeah, so technically playing it an extra time is not actually twice, right? So the Uproar went... It counted as 1 attack, the Strike played, which is the 2nd attack, but the Uproar replaying is not a 3rd attack, it's just the Uproar a 2nd time. It's more like replay 1, and then the Strike got played, and the Strike is what got duplicated as a result. Okay. I'm following. Hey, could you stop giving yourself strength like that? It's concerning me. Um, ooh, them bones. That's another classic. So I could hologram back 2 cards here. I probably want the subroutine and the burst if I had to guess. At the very least, the burst. Maybe it's the burst and the backflip, actually. So then we double play burst, which is way too many things. And then we play the backflip 3 times, which is also too many things. I want to double play the double energy, but I think it's probably better if I just double play, like, dodge and roll instead. Right? Chill. And we get 1 more bursted skill. Well, we're basically full. We are full blocking. Yeah, so I'm gonna barrage and then just double helix drill. Whole bunch of helix drills. Feed the helix. Yeah, but I don't have any cards to play for it. Compile driver is probably the angle here. Okay. Double play the dodge and roll again. And then double play the strike. And then I could strike, strike, defend, and double helix. And die. Got parried. Not bad, not bad. Also, I just noticed something weird. Game screen is like a little bit off. That's weird. I don't even know how that happened. Anyways, get fucked. Go next. Well, that was Ascension 6 defect. That wasn't too bad. We lost the once. No 2 cards with the same name. Nice. Alrighty. I could go for 6 on Silent, but I'm gonna be real. I kind of want to just Ironclad it Unga Bunga Rock. We trying to Unga Bunga Rock up in here. Remove a card, Random Relic, or Greed. There is a very early shop if I do wish to greed. So we get one of those. This is an extra elite if you want to take the left path. And only if you take the left path can you hit 3 elites. So you would have to go here, probably through there and up, which would require that you go this way. That is another early shop option. Like so. Let's get a little greedy. Ironclad generally has better options for removing things like greed, so I think it's probably one of the better classes to take it on. The Guitar Hero song I request, I used to play on Expert, and I'd play the intro with my back to the TV. Very good at this particular one. Not quite lethal, is it? Alas. Ow. Be gone. Havoc? No. Shrug it off? Sure. A little bit of shruggies. Definitely one of these. We love a festive popper. That speeds things up a lot. 2 of 8 or chosen cheese. Give me the cheese. I'm playing very greedy right now. Membership card early. Hello. I think the greed was good here. I don't mind a Thrumming Hatchet. I don't mind a Forgotten Ritual either. You can take like Forgotten Ritual Second Wind with Ashen Strike. Classic curse build. Second Wind, Forgotten Ritual, Ashen Strike does feel rather nice. We could probably buy the red mask and the removal as well. That might be a little too expensive. This is about 100, right? 75, 102, let's say 120. Yeah, we're a little over with that. Let's go ahead and remove the clumsy while we're here. I really do like the red mask. So maybe we'll just go these two. Although, I will say, Forgotten Ritual is actually hard to use with Second Wind. So maybe it's more of an Ashen Strike. Thrumming Hatchet's really nice, though. Like, consistent damage. Maybe I'll go Thrumming Strike in Second Wind. Or Thrumming Strike and... Or Thrumming Hatchet, rather, and... Huh. I'm gonna take the Dead card in the Forgotten Ritual. I think it has the most potential. And I think I will take the 2 Elite path. I think I have been rather greedy in my pathing thus far. I'm better off taking a little bit of a detour. Look at that damage. Get thrummed, idiot. Unrelenting. Unrelenting has value. Thrumming up to 14, Unrelenting up to 18, Shruggies up to 11. Or we do the smart thing and we just rest. Be at really good health. Cool. That puts me at the perfect HP. Uppercut for sure, yeah? Or Tremble? Could be a Tremble angle. Uppercut's nice with Unrelenting, but you do have to draw them at the same time, so maybe not. Maybe it's more of a Tremble. By the way, I got a Twitch extension working for Slay the Spire too, if you ever want to try it. Is that one that will, like, show what relics you have or something like that? Is that kind of what it is? I have been looking for one of those, so that might be worth. Yeah, I'll defend against that. 16 here? Yeah, I'll swing. And then... 50-50. Excellent. Got the Ascender's Bane. Get it out of there. Get it out of there. $17. Okay, we'll go here, here, here for this turn. Relics map, draw, discard, and deck. Oh, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna need to look into that then. Go for the higher value block and just accept whatever I dead draw on the top. We'll go there. The Thrumming Hatchet is saving my ass. Excellent choice for this fight. I can't dead draw. I'm always going to have some damage. Regal Pillow. Okay, we're going in. We're going in. And your stream looking a bit bare, add me on Discord, mister. I'll give you a discount. White Beast as well, okay. Rend. I like a rend. We tremble them, and then we rend them for 37, and we forgiving hatchet ritual thing. Yeah, that's actually just turn 1 lethal. Nice. Run is looking safer as we get. Indeed, for sure, for sure. Howl from Beyond. I don't have the ability to actually exhaust this yet, but I could always play it for free with Unrelenting, so I think it's an okay one to take. I don't like the exhaust a card at random. I hate this shit. I know that you can kind of play around it, but I feel like Ironclad has a few less deck manipulation tools to actually do that shit. Definitely a strike removal. Smith for sure. Battle Trance. Baish. This is not the easiest boss for me. Although, perhaps this time it will be. Because I go Strike, Thrumming, Unrelenting, Howl. Yes. And he's got 2 HP. Never mind, we drew the right cards in the right order. Bro's dead as shit. Get out of here. Regen Pot. Regen Pot? What's our boss? The Ken? I don't give a shit about the Ken. I'll save the regen potion. Armaments or Cruelty? Ooh. Cruelty's the proper choice because it's the rare, but Armaments is just such a damn goated card. It's so goated. It's a common. We'll see another one. We aren't likely to see another Cruelty in the same way. Okay. Tremble. Forgotten Ritual. Cruelty. Go ahead and throw the Potion of Binding as well. The Binding of Potion. Do 1 trillion damage and call it a day. Neat. Your potion calculation is now 100% per node. Yeah, for sure. As opposed to the 0% that it usually is. Armaments is the best common in the game when upped. I think it definitely has an argument for one of the best. For sure, for sure. Okay, so are we Cruelty up to 50%? Probably. Pummel Strike drawing an extra card is nice. It is good. It's probably my second choice, but the extra 25% is a little too good. Cruelty, Battle Trance, hold these. Unrelenting the Bash, and that'll do. Armaments is a trap at points in short fights. Yeah, but I feel like you could say that about a lot of cards. People still take them. I still think Armaments is one of the best in the game. There are very few common cards that I think are better than Armaments. On Silence specifically, one could argue that Prepared is up there. It's got to be the best common Ironclad card. Ooh, Dem Bones is another excellent. Okay, we'll play a little bit safer this particular turn, even though it doesn't really save me all that much HP. Alright, you're getting thrummed. Get thrummed, idiot. You can hold that. Unless I top deck Unrelenting, Howl is probably the best play here. Yeah, I think you could say that pretty much every card in the game has situations where you wouldn't want to take it. Okay, I'm just gonna lay into the back guy at this point. Hold my beer. Okay, we do a little unrelenting base. Or we base unrelenting? Well, we can't base unrelenting. Pommel first. Then battle trance. Unrelenting. The howl. He's dead, Jim. Why is Odin arguing against armaments? I'm unfollowing. Yeah, who could have done that, Jordan? I would never. Okay, bro, I'm just gonna hit you, alright? I don't give a shit if you throw rocks at me or whatever. I'm just gonna keep hitting you. You'll die first. Ooh. Some choices. Have you seen my ironclad runs? Arma is my... You just playing devil's advocate for a minute. I'm already getting so much max HP. I don't know if a feed's really, like, necessary, but it is nice. I could play a little greedy. Dark Embrace is probably the correct option. We have the Forgotten Ritual. I guess we don't have that many exhaust cards. If I had a little more exhaust ability, exhausting Howl from Beyond. I like that upgraded it's a 1 cost. Give me the Dark Embrace. We'll try to do a little bit more with exhausting. Pale's Flesh. Ooh, clone. Any good clonables? Clone the Thrumming Hatchet. Clone Cruelty like a psychopath. You're vulnerable, you take 80 times more damage. Clone Thrumming Hatchet and just remove everything else from my deck and just like fucking juggle axes at this guy's head. There's something to be said for Pale's Eye as well. Honestly, any of these choices, I wouldn't blame anyone for taking any of these. You and what energy for Thrum? Don't worry, I will find the energy. You don't clone it more than twice, anyways. Yeah, I don't see a great clone card. I don't see a great... there's a world where you clone Pommel Strike, I guess, and then you try to find Hellraiser, but at that point you don't really need that many Pommel Strikes anyways. I think it's Pale's Eye. I think this is another eye angle. 1, 2, 3, any one of those. 1, 2, either of those. This guy is here, and this guy are here. Okay. I do like the later shop. There's something to be said for this path. And then you hit like a couple campfires and a couple question marks, 4 fights, 2 elites, a shop. Seems like an okay one. There's also, if you're feeling really strong, you don't have to hit the shop. You can hit double, triple elites in a campfire instead of 1 elite. That being said, we have membership card. I plus Embrace. I plus Embrace and I plus Howl as well. Alright. You can hold my stick. Can't wait till that guilty is out of there. Deck's gonna get a little bit better. Bum-ba-da-bum. Tremble there. Forgotten Ritual. Battle Trance me. Thrumming, striking, striking. 2 Hearts of Iron. Ashen Strike feels pretty good right now. Guilty is removed from my deck? I guess. Should I be trying to reroll to find a strike or a defense? Should I actually take damage to not get rid of Guilty, which is going away in 1 combat? Yeah, Drum... I tried to make a Drum work. Drum was working the one time that I tried it, but then, like... I think we're genuinely gonna roll a little bit for a defend. There we go, perfect. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and drink this, and then I'm gonna bash you and I'm gonna defend. Hey guy, I kinda wanted that. I think this is a burn turn. Because he's going up next turn. So it's more important to me. I'm pretty likely to draw Unrelenting here. I didn't, unfortunately. But I think that's probably the right move. Do as much damage as we can before he goes up and halves it, right? And then Trembling. And then we Unrelenting the Howl. And we Thrum his ass. And we take a little bit of damage, but that's to be expected. This enemy just kind of does some damage to you. Alright, there goes the Guilty. Got our Forgotten Ritual back. I don't mind a Colossus here. I also don't mind a Bloodletting. I think our Bloodletting might be the play here. We like a good Colossus, though. We don't really have a whole lot in the way of blocking, in that we have 3 block cards and that's it. We're up against the butthole, the sandy butthole. Take the Colossus for now. Hello, sir. What you got? Tear Asunder, Rampage Uppercut. Give me the free uppercut. We'll bash, we'll uppercut. And I think I'm okay with juggling this. Taking the damage. Cruelty for sure. Battle Trance me. And I will Unrelenting the Thrumming Hatchet. Go ahead and drink that. Tremble, so that I can continue hitting him next turn. Ashen, we've got Unrelenting here, which I'm definitely using. That's already lethal, we're fine. Liquid Bronze, we get another Colossus. I guess, actually. That should be enough block. I haven't really played my Dark Embrace much, have I? Ah, he spit on me. Gross. Burn it. The fuck was that? It burned it and then just, like, discarded the whole hand immediately. That's funny. Alright, we're gonna bash here in Colossus, and that's it? No, we're gonna Tremble, and then Colossus. And then probably defend to make sure he gets stunned. Which doesn't feel great, but we don't have much choice, so... Alright, Unrelenting Howl is a no-brainer, I feel like. Howl's gonna do... Well, with Cruelty, Howl does a shitload of damage, right? So I Unrelent on the back guy, and then I Howl. Yeah. 100% the right call. Get rid of his shield before he wakes up. Pommel there. As much as I'd like to bash, I do need to just block. Actually, you know what? He attacks every turn. It's worth taking the 16 now to get that bash up now. Although I still don't quite have lethal, which is unfortunate. He's rolling. Rolling around. I'm still not going to have lethal, am I? I guess I'm forced to bash Colossus. Okay. That's lethal. Block Potion, not bad. Dismantle's pretty good. Dismantle's high value damage. Obviously we're resting here. We have a Regal Pillow, so it's not exactly an issue. We go Elite. Huh. Well, I hate this turn. Battle my trance. Cruelty. Unrelenting for an energy. Thrumming. Block Potion. And I accept that. Here's the 27. Smack him with one of those, and one of these, and a little bit of block. It's still hitting for a shitload. This hits so hard. I'll take one of these. Block. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, gonna have to deal with that. Colossus is a no-brainer. I'm probably gonna bommel him. Rum for the extra energy. And just hit him again. We're kinda on the just hit him train. What am I drawing next turn? Ashen and a Battle Trance. I think I believe in myself to do enough damage next turn. Oh shit, I had an extra energy. I didn't realize I hadn't swung yet. Well, Battle Trance is the no-brainer. No. I think I still have lethal, though. Yep. Art of War is awful. Fiendfire goes pretty hard, though. I like a Fiendfire here a lot. What you got for me? An Anchor. Love that. More block. More defensive relics. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Alright, we're half off. We've got a Kifuda, which is great. There's a World's Cheapest Stampede. Fireworks? Yeah. Fireworks. So I could Kifuda here. Kifuda Thrumming Hatchet. Hold on, that's actually a nasty combo. And Kifuda the Pommel Strike, no, the Battle Trance because it's free. So it's much more likely that I play it on any given turn. And give it to me on the Pommel still, I think. It's probably the last one. Boom. Those are affected by decks as well. Book of 5 Rings might be an alright pickup and a removal. I don't mind the Stampede either. I'm not doing a very heavy strength build. I could use some strength, but Ruined Helmet might not be it. Book of 5 Rings, Stampede, remove a strike, and call that good enough? I guess Burning Pact is there as well. Burning Pact might allow me a more consistent way to get off my Forgotten Ritual. A lot of the times that's a dead card for me, so let's grab it. Obviously we're resting here. Gives us a ton of HP. I actually have 2 Colossi? Unless we're talking about a different card. Okay. 8 and some others. This is 12. I could easily take out this guy if I need to. I should probably just Strength Pot here, but that's not going to do a lot. It will allow me to kill the back guy, though. Pretty solid turn. I'll accept that. Thrum and then Fiendfire the shit out of this guy. Rush. Oh, it's Rush. Nice. Iron Wave? Iron Wave might not be the worst card. I don't think I need another just like, it deals damage card, though. Thornpot would have killed them all. Yeah, I suppose so. Lose a duplicator for 10 max HP. Enchant an attack with Vigorous 8. I mean, a Vigorous Fiendfire is... It's like a win con, isn't it? It was 15 damage. A swing. Alright, this is Decimilla, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me go ahead and Cruelty Fiendfire? I think that's it. Just blow one of them up. I mean, I guess I could Cruelty Unrelenting Fiendfire as well, but that's gonna do less. Cruelty might even be a bait this round. Nah, it's probably not. I don't feel like redrawing into it. Blow up the bad guy. That way I'm not debuffed. Alright, we tremble the middle, Forgotten Ritual, swing, block, block, block. Block, block, block! Delete him from existence. Probably should have Thorns potted this turn. So I Duplicator Stampede, and then I throw Thrumming Hatchet in the other 2 play. Got him. Message in a bottle, yeah. Havoc's not bad. I don't have, you know, if I had a headbutt, I would definitely take that, because I would headbutt Hell from Beyond on top, and then you could Havoc to both play it and exhaust it to play next turn. Definitely gonna drink you. Tremble, Forgotten Ritual, Bommel, Stampede. I don't know, maybe I draw an attack. There we go. Boop. It's time to frantically escape to the best of my ability. Cruelty, Fiendfire for a billion. I think that was worth it. We're doing pretty good. Impervious, Demon Form, Terra Sunder. None of these are actually that good for me. They all play very slow. I suppose of them, Impervious is probably the best. Message in your bot. Demon Form does solve my, like, on other turns issues, but maybe Demon Form actually is my win con. Hello. My puppet of puppets. That's how I imagine Vaku talks. Why haven't you killed the architect yet? Not Fiddle. Preserved Fog is kind of mid. I feel like Music Box is probably my play, yeah. Imagine, like, playing Howl from Beyond. It makes an ethereal copy. You let it go. The ethereal copy is then exhausted and plays next turn, right? I could also see Dark Embrace Fiendfire and then playing Fiendfire again, because you would redraw a whole new hand and then you just blast them with it again. Because it's a copy, I believe it would keep the Vigorous. Music Box has some potential. Lots of elites over here on the right side. I like this very, very end shop. I don't know if I want a third elite. We could go this way and decide when we get here. Yeah. Okay. Battle Trance. Tremble. Fiendfire. Good times. Field of Fade's probably worth taking. I think we found my win con. Mango. Remove and Dark Shackles? Not bad. It's not really a Cauldron. I don't like the Red Skull, really. I already took a Demon Form, so that's just not super high value. I think we remove, make our deck a little leaner. I don't know that I buy anything else. I'm pretty sure I just saved for the end of the act, yeah? Pretty sure nothing else here is really, like... Win con is win condition. Oh, I see what you mean. Thought you were like, what does that mean? Tremble. Bommel. It's every turn, yeah. So I'll fucking do it again. you. And you know what? Fuck you again. Full block. I was kind of blaming you in the kid's call. Hold on, I can really start juggling these hatchets. Hold on. I'm full health. Who needs health? I'm not against a drum right now, I don't think. I think there's a good chance drum can have some use. But then again, True Grit kind of solves the same problem without it being random. I don't like the random nature of Drum of Battle, and I feel like there's enough cards in my deck that I want to play. It's like cool. I think True Grit's just better though. Yeah, I'm not really feeling the whole duplicate my whole deck thing. I don't like that you downgraded like the 2 cards I wanted, still upgraded, Battle Trance and Cruelty, but whatever. That's why they reworked it. Yeah, indeed. I do like it more now as it is. Yeah, show me what's on here. I could Fiendfire again. I don't think that's what this is, though. I think this is Stampede and... Feel No Pain. Tremble. Burning Pact. Thank you, Feel No Pain. I mean, if you're gonna give me a free turn, I guess I'll take it. Look at that, look at that. The Stampede actually did exactly what I wanted it to. It played the Howl from Beyond, made an Ethereal Copy, the Ethereal Copy went away immediately and played the next turn. That's massive, man. That's fucking awesome. I mean, I would bash you, but I think I'm more inclined to just hit you with hatchets several times. And then maybe exhaust greed, I guess. No, I'll kill you with the play. Got him. Armaments plus. I'll take that. So I'm at 95 health, so I guess I'll take the extra elite. We tremble. Wait, we feel no pain, we tremble, we forgotten ritual, we demon form. Yes. We armaments. We True Grit the Howl. We Dark Embrace, we Ashen Strike. We have our Fiendfire in hand. You just put a bunch of crap in my hand that's gonna make my life very easy. I don't know if you wanted to do that, brother. Got him. Pen nib. I'm forgetting to use my potions because I don't fucking need them. Centennial, excellent. Potion me. Possibly both potion me. Yeah, Crimson Mantle. See what we get. I think I'm going to Feel No Pain the Burning Pact on that. Okay. Drumming. Nice. I will probably armaments here. Armaments, True Grit, the Strike. Yes. Forgotten Ritual. Cruelty. That's hitting for more. Let's go double Ashen Strike. Thrumming. There's my Tremble. Tremble? As much as I would like to double swing Dismantle, I think it's better to double swing Thrumming to also get the block that comes with it. Maybe it's Dismantle and then I can get the block out of Thrumming Hatchet by letting it exhaust. Get thrummed. And then I will Battle Trance. And you're super dead. Nunchaku. Don't need a second armaments. That's enough armaments. One armaments is enough armaments. We smith our cruelty back up to 50%. The amount of bullying I got to play potions just because I got them from Shadowlight, yeah, Jordan likes to just give other people potions. Okay. Well, this is a pretty straightforward first turn. And I will play my Stampede most likely. Yes. Not taking any damage, it doesn't matter. He just tried to slap me. Okay, I could Unrelenting, Bash, Dismantle for 30, or I could just Armaments for 3 block. Ooh, you're right. Like, just let him hit me. It's fine. He's donezo as soon as I draw another card. Speed Pot. Okay. I do like a headbutt, but I think we're clean right now. I feel like we're very cycly. Don't mind True Grit Stampede. Not like blocking Stampede, but you know, there's a world where I actually replay this turn. I think this is a Pale's turn. And then I think we do some weird shit where I like bash the front guy to get the Colossus off. Do a little bit of that, and then still get the block off. Other people will autoplay it and increase the length of the fight for no reason. Yeah, true. Okay, so I could Fiend Fire this turn and just absolutely decimate this middle guy. I could also Thrumming first, which is fine because it'll just add another copy. 32! I'm on Pednib, aren't I? Yup. Avada Kedavra! So, Armaments is not, this Armaments is not upgraded because of this fucko. I don't really have an easy way to exhaust a card this turn, do I? Feel No Pain is 3 block at the end of the day if I just don't play my second Thrumming Hatchet, but I might just want to play my second Thrumming Hatchet. In fact, I probably have... I don't quite have lethal on this guy. Give me the Speed Potion, though. You find that this is quite useful this turn. block most of the damage that way, since our droid does get affected by Dex. Alright, let's juggle some axes in this dude's head. Okay. A little bit of thrumming juggling. Didn't really end up mattering all that much, did it? Alright, 200 bucks. What you got for me? Royal Stamp. Retain and innate on a skill or attack. Innate retain Fiendfire is always cool. There's something to be said for innate retain armaments. Or perhaps one of my, like a Forgotten Ritual or a True Grit, something that would allow me to do my exhaust synergies on the turn that I want to do them. Yeah, there's something to be said for Thrumming Hatchet as well. It would be difficult to get them out of my hand later, though, is the problem, since throwing it would just bring it back. But a perfect fit for armor is better. Yeah, but you can't, yeah. You can't just get our perfect fit, of course. Thrum is enchanted. Oh yeah, it was. It's already our droid. I'm gonna Royal Stamp. I think I'm gonna Royal Stamp armaments. It's quite good. And probably just Oddly Smooth Stone, because the Ardroid synergy is there. And we'll rest up. Now we gotta beat the shit out of this guy. I mean, it's a fine time for armaments, I feel like. It's weird to not attack on turn 1, but... Sure. I could just Stampede Dark Embrace this turn. That's a great 2 powers to get up, and I think I'm okay with taking a little bit of damage in that. Ooh, Demon Form and Cruelty. Okay. We've got our Forgotten Ritual here, so I should be able to play both of those. I think it's Burning Pact, the Greed, Forgotten Ritual, Demon Form. You can have that. I'm not about to get anything out of Nunchaku or Pen Nib. I'm not going to be able to get any extra energy this turn no matter what I do, so I think I'm on that Cruelty shit. I suppose Colossus is probably the smarter move. And then I block Potion when I'm full blocking. I was considering just getting the powers up so that it's done, but... This is not the Fiendfire turn, I don't think. Because of him being a bitch next phase and basically just attacking harder and harder until you kill him, I think I do want a second Thrumming Hatchet. And then we're just gonna go to the next. That was fun. You burned my fucking... Thank you, Rampage. Why the fuck can Rampage even play an attack against an enemy if there are no enemies to play an attack against? Kind of interesting. Gotta remember to play bashes when I see them. Let's go ahead and True Grit strike this turn. And then probably just thrumming. Pommel strike. I of course want to get the bash off, but a bash might just not be worth the effort right now. Versus just hitting him with every thrumming I own. And just beating him to death. Okay, he's down for this turn. That's actually fine with me, I suppose. Feel no pain. Defend. Battle Trance to draw up. Play my Cruelty now that I have it. Cool. Okay, so that should give me back my thrumming. Okay, it doesn't give me back my thrumming, though. I played a thrumming. Did I not? Did that not... That Stampede played a thrumming hatchet. Which should have put it in the discard, and I should have gotten it back, yeah? Weird. If you're willing to play a card and then exhaust it, it's kind of weird that you wouldn't be able to play a card... on no one. Yeah, but it didn't stop it from exhausting the Fiendfire. Yeah, all Thrumming Hatchet says is that at the start of your next turn, return this to your hand when you play it. There's no reason this shouldn't trigger, but exhaust does. This will return even if you play it and exhaust it. It'll return from the exhaust pile even if you played it and it went there. No, it's not deal 14 damage then. It says deal 14 damage at the start of your next turn, return this to your hand. If it was then Fiendfire would say deal 15 damage for each card exhausted. Oh, it didn't target anyone, so then exhaust wouldn't happen. Anyways, I'm blocking this turn. Actually, you can have that. Excellent. DJ, do you want to multiplayer with us later? I may be able to. I'm not going to make any promises right now, because I'll be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing later. Ooh, Ashen Strike's hitting like a truck nowadays. Alright, we're burning you. We're doing that, obviously, and then we're going to hit for 110. And then bash him again. Yeah, this guy's fucked. No worries, I didn't re-up my pub sub membership. Yeah, like you have to buy a pub sub membership before I'm playing multiplayer with you. Like, genuinely, I should probably just be doing other stuff. Not in, like, a bad way. Don't convince me otherwise. Okay, I guess I won't. Easy Ascension 7. Got 6 or more elites, some extra max HP. Yeah. Spent a bunch of money because we got that membership card and the greed. Greed paid off. Greed paid off. Greed was probably the right call there. Gave me a really good early deck to work with. Alright, let's go ahead and stop that, assuming it actually wants to stop. Hello? Okay, I'm just gonna close it if you don't want to stop The player. All right. How many people we got here? We got like, yeah, we got like half a dozen people. Let's see if we can find someone to raid. Golgi is just chatting. What's Golgi up to? Oh, puzzle games. You know, we haven't raided Golgi in a little bit. Let's go raid some Golgers. A little bit of Golgers. Can I raid your fridge? You're not gonna find that much in there. I need to go to the store, actually. Get ready for A8. I have beaten A9 in multiplayer, so I'm at least aware of how much bullshit it is. We should raid the Odin glitch. He's not even live. He's right here. Hard to do that. Go say hi to Golgi. I wonder what puzzle game she's playing. We clash stream times. Yeah, this is true. It's kind of off, on, off. I see you before me, and usually you're done by the time I start, or give or take. And then you start later on. But that's fine. Alright, guys. I will see you tomorrow for some Balatro. Peace out.